Good day, senior high school learners. This is Personal Development Week 2 Episode 2. I am your teacher for this week's class, Precious Pilatica. I am here to help you understand and engage to our topic, self-development, developing the whole person. These will be our objectives for the day. Number 1, discuss the relationship among physiological, cognitive, psychological, spiritual, and social aspects of development to understand your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Number 2, evaluate your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Number 3, show the connection of your thoughts, feelings, and actions to actual life situations. Before we proceed for today's lesson, let me know if you still remember your lesson from last week's video discussion. Get your pen and notebook and answer the following questions about self-development, knowing and understanding oneself during middle and late adolescence. Instructions. Carefully read the following activities and provide the best answers. Put a check mark if the statement is true. Cross mark if the sentence indicates a false statement. Write your answer on your paper. Are you ready, class? If you are not ready, let us start answering. Number 1. Self-concept is the awareness of the actual self and the ideal self. If your answer is true, you got yourself a point. Number 2. Self-concept is a relatively set of perceptions you hold of yourself. What could be the answer? If you answered true, you are right. Number 3. The ideal self is who we would like to be or think we should be. Let us see if you got the right answer for this item. The answer is true. Number 4. Could this statement be true? Yes. Self-image is same with the real self. Number 5. The real self and ideal self are terms used to describe our personality. Let's see if you can get a perfect score by giving the correct answer in our last item. If you think the answer is true, you are definitely correct. Count your correct answers. How well did you do from our activity? If you got 3 to 5 correct answers, congratulations. If you got 0 to 2 points, you can still watch your teacher's video discussion so that you will be more familiar with the topic. Congratulations! You have finished the first episode that gave you the knowledge about self-concept and its 2 categories, the actual self and the ideal self. From these concepts, let us explore your thoughts, feelings, and actions which will help you understand their importance to actual life. Today, you will learn about self-development, developing the whole person. But before we proceed, let us answer the following questions to assess what you already knew about the topic. Write D on the paper if the statement is true, and F if the statement is false. Number 1. Central self is about your inner peace and joy, spiritual regimen or routine. Could this statement be true or not? If you answered F, you finally got yourself your first point. Number 2. The way you represent the aspects of yourself is called self-acceptance. If you think the answer is F, you are right. Number 3. The The least feared aspect of the self are the human emotions. The answer for this item is F. Number 4. Deciding when emotionally stressed can respond negatively to our emotion. What is your answer to item number 4? If your answer is T, you earned another point. Number 5. The mind is the reason for creativity and serenity. What could be the answer for this item? If you answered T, congratulations, because you are right. Count the numbers of your correct answers. Congratulations if you got the perfect score. Thumbs up if you only got 1 or 2 items wrong. If you got 3 or more mistakes in this activity, do not be dismayed, because this video lesson will help you dig deeper about the topic. Development refers to progress or improvement in lifestyle. Change in lifestyle usually happens during puberty. Puberty is when a child's body starts to develop and change as they become an adult. It is not only your body that changes over time, but also the different aspects of your life. Today, you will know about the 8 aspects of development and how those aspects affect you as an adolescent.
Here are the 8 aspects of development. The first one is the physical self. It describes your height, weight, facial appearance, and quality of skin, hair, and descriptions of body areas such as your neck, chest, waist, and legs. It is the concrete dimension, the tangible aspect of the person that can be directly observed and examined. The second aspect is the intellectual self. This is how well you reason and solve problems, your capacity to learn and create, your general amount of knowledge, your specific areas of knowledge, the wisdom you have acquired, and the insights you have. It is the ability to apply logic, knowledge, and understanding in your everyday activities as a human being. The third aspect is the emotional self. It is the typical feelings you have, feelings you seldom have, feelings you try to avoid, feelings you especially enjoy, and feelings from your past and present, and feelings that are associated with each other. It is the capacity to tune into your feelings, sense inner signals, and recognize how your feelings affect you and your performance. The fourth aspect of development is the sensual self. It is what you feel like a sensual person, the senses you most use: sight, hearing, speaking, smelling, and touching. It is also how you feel about the different aspects you take in information through the eyes, ears, mouth, nose, pores, and skin. These are the ways you let information in and out of your body. The fifth aspect is the interactional self. It is about your strengths and weaknesses in an intimate relationships and relationships with friends, family, students, and strangers in social settings. The sixth aspect of development is the nutritional self. This is how you nourish yourself. It includes what foods you like and dislike. The seventh aspect is the contextual self. It is in the areas of maintenance of your living environment, reaction to light, temperature, space, weather, colors, sound, and seasons, and your impact on the environment. The last aspect of development is the spiritual self or life force. It is about your feelings about yourself and organized religion, reactions about your spiritual connections to others, feelings about your spiritual development and history, and thought about your metaphysical self. It is about your inner peace and joy, spiritual regimen or routine. Did you get the 8 aspects of development? How well did you describe yourself? Did you describe it with high self-esteem or the opposite?
You have known the 8 different aspects of development: the physical, intellectual, emotional, sensual, interactional, nutritional, contextual, and spiritual self.
By understanding the aspects of development, you might have been evaluating yourself as well. In the next lesson, you will learn more about the aspects of self.
The way you represent the aspects of self is called self-development. A person is composed of 3 basic aspects of the self, which you will see in the table below. The 3 aspects of self work perfectly in harmony, especially if you pay attention to it simultaneously.
Here are the 3 aspects of self, its definition and examples. The first aspect of self that we will discuss today is the physical and tangible. The body is tangible and we respond to it easily. More time and money are spent on enhancing the physical body in comparison to other 2 components. Even though the body is healthy or strong, this does not mean that it can provide a place to house the spirit or our feelings and the mind or our thoughts. For example, Jessa wanted to be fit and healthy. She enrolled herself in a gym nearby her house. She also bought protein shakes, vitamins, and other products that she thought could help her stay fit. The second aspect of self is the intellectual and conscious. The mind is important because it directs the 2 aspects of life. It learns what to do and communicates the gathered information to the physical body and the feelings. The body acts, the emotions feel, and respond to what the mind believes. The example for this is people keep both healthy and destructive thoughts and beliefs and respond to life circumstances in the most important way. The mind is the reason for creativity and serenity, which are necessary for such processes as prayer, forgiveness, acceptance, and passion. The last aspect of self that you will learn today is emotional and intuitive. The most weird aspect of the self is the human emotions. People are sometimes hesitant and unprepared to manage those emotions. Feelings are deceptive. Managing them is like holding water in the palm of our hands. If you made a decision when you are emotionally stressed and strained, most of the time it impacts the emotion negatively. If those negative emotions are not managed well, they will be restored and repressed. Remember that repression is destructive to a content self because all feelings are stored away.
By knowing which aspect of self you value the most, you can determine which aspect you need to work out for. For instance, a girl realizes that she is giving much attention on her physical aspects and less attention on her intellectual self. In this way, she can discover how much money and time she spent to maintain her physique and the consequences in her grades. By this honest evaluation of herself, she can plan effective actions to improve her study habits. You have learned about the 3 basic aspects of self. Which aspect of self do you value more? I will read the story of the 2 wolves. It is an old Cherokee Indian story that is enlightening and helpful at all times. By listening to this story, you will realize what aspects of self are more important to your life. Is it the physical or tangible, the emotional and intuitive, or the intellectual and conscious?
The story of the 2 wolves. One evening, an old Cherokee told his grandson about a battle that goes on inside people. He said, "My son, the battle is between 2 wolves inside us all. It is a terrible fight and it is between 2 wolves. One is evil. He is angry, envious, sorrowful, regretful, greedy, arrogant, self-pitying, guilty, resentmentful, inferior, liar, proud, superior, and egoistic. He continued, "The other is good. He is joyful, peaceful, loving, hopeful, serene, humble, kind, benevolent, emphatic, generous, truthful, compassionate, and faithful." The same fight is going on inside you and inside every other person too. The grandson thought about it for a minute and then asked his grandfather, "Which wolf will win?" The old Cherokee simply replied, "The one you feed." Knowing which wolf to feed is the first step towards recognizing you have control over yourself.
At this moment of your life, have you already recognized which wolf are you feeding? Remember to feed the one who will bring the best in you. Now, to know if you really understood our topic, let us answer this. You have to match the definition presented in column A to the terms in column B. Write your answers on your paper.
Here are the definitions in column A. Number 1. Capacity to tune into your feelings. Number 2. The tangible aspect of the person that can be directly observed and examined. Number 3. Foods you like and dislike. Number 4. Areas of maintenance of your living environment. And number 5. Ability to apply logic, knowledge, and understanding. Here are the terms in column B. A. Intellectual self. B. Nutritional self. C. Physical self. D. Emotional self. E. Contextual self. And letter F. Sensual self.
Let us answer. What aspect of development has the capacity to tune into your feelings? If you answer the emotional self, you are right. What could be the answer in number 2? If you think it is the physical self, you earned yourself a point. It is the physical self that is the tangible aspect of the person that can be directly observed and examined. Let's proceed to number 3. The foods you like and dislike are part of the nutritional self. Did you get it right? For the fourth number, the contextual self is the area of maintenance of your living environment. Are you correct on this item? For the last number, it is the intellectual self that has the ability to apply logic, knowledge, and understanding. Have you written the correct answer on your notebook? Congratulations! Applaud yourself if you got a perfect score. Be happy too if you only got 1 or 2 mistakes. If you got 3 or more mistakes, I think you have to review our lesson again. For our next activity, determine what aspect of self is being valued the most in each sentence that I will read to you later. Answer PT if the aspect of self is physical or tangible. EI if it is emotional and intuitive. And IC if it is intellectual and conscious. For the item number 1, David sees himself as a strong and independent man. If you answer EI, you are absolutely right. Number 2, Kim values her relationship with her family. What aspect of self is being valued by her? If you think it is EI, you are correct. For the third item, Jane's pants are choosing what clothes to wear for a family gathering. If you think Jane valued the physical and tangible self, then your answer PT is the right answer. Number 4. Bea always finds time doing her daily devotion. You earn yourself another point if your answer is EI. Ina is fond of reading non-fictional books during her free time. What could be the answer for the last item? If you answered IC, be happy because you got a correct answer. Did you find our activity easy? Did you find it difficult? Congratulations to those who got a perfect score. Give your smile too if you only got 1 or 2 mistakes. If you get 3 or more mistakes on this activity, you should review our lesson again for mastery. I hope that from our discussion and activities that we did, you are starting to know yourself more. You are starting to develop as a whole person. For the summary of the lesson, I would like you to write a letter for your past self, present self, and future self, relating to what you have learned about our topic, self-development, developing the whole person. This activity will also serve as your assignment for this week. I would like to know if you fully comprehend our lesson for today. Get your pen and a piece of paper and answer the following. Write P on the paper if the statement is true and F if the statement is false. Number 1. Central self is about your inner peace and joy, spiritual regimen, or routine. Could this statement be true or not? If you answered F, you finally got yourself your first point. It is the spiritual self or life force that talks about your inner peace and joy, spiritual regimen, or routine. Central self is what you feel like as a central person. The senses you must use: sight, hearing, speaking, smelling, and touching. Number 2. The mind is the reason for creativity and serenity. What could be the answer for this item? If you answered D, congratulations, because you are right. Number 3. The least feared aspect of the self are the human emotions. The answer for this item is F, because human emotion is the most feared aspect. Number 4. The way you represent the aspects of yourself is called self-acceptance. Is it really called self-acceptance or self-concept? If you think the answer is the latter, you are right. Therefore, the answer for this item is F. Number 5. Deciding when emotionally stressed can respond negatively to our emotion. What is your answer to item number 5? If your answer is P, you earn another point. That's why, remember not to decide carelessly if you are emotionally unwell. Count the numbers of your correct answers. Congratulations if you got yourself a perfect score. High five if you got only 1 or 2 mistakes. If you got 3 or more mistakes in this activity, You may watch again our Let's Explore and Discover. How was our lesson? Did our lesson help you in your development as a whole person? Thank you so much for being with me today. Again, I am Ma'am Precious P. Ladica, happy to serve you senior high school learners for your personal development. Until next time, here on Puerto Princesa City, Dream TV.